Maximizers, welcome back to my live. How is everyone doing today? If this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krys the Maximizer. I am a strategic money coach and I help women make more money by creating a profitable side hustle from scratch. Tonight, I really just want to rant a little bit and talk about why starting a side hustle is hard. It's hard, and I'm not here to sugarcoat it, but starting a side hustle is hard. So I would love for you to let me know down in the comments, number one, where are you watching from? And number two, do you have a side hustle? Yes or no? Do you have a side hustle? Yes or no? So let me know in the comments, one, where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country. And number two, do you have a side hustle? Yes or no? And when I mean side hustle, I mean, do you have a business that you have created from scratch? Not a gig work, not Instacart, not DoorDash. Do you have a business that you started from scratch? And if you don't, do you want one? Because today I want to talk about why starting a side hustle from scratch is hard. And I'm talking about you creating something of your own, not something that's already created, and to a certain extent, not MLM. So if you're selling like paparazzi jewelry or you are doing travel agent, you're a travel agent of some source, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you created a business from scratch where you decide the price, you decide who you are helping, you decide how you're going to helping them, how you're going to help them. You are you decide what your business looks like. Okay? You decide what your business looks like. So let me know. Do you have a side hustle? Yes or no? Miriam says no. Hey, America. When are you money win PayPal challenge again? I don't know what that means, Jaquetta. What do you mean? When are you money win PayPal challenge again? What do you mean? So, starting a side hustle is hard. One reason why it's hard is because you've never done it before. If you've never started a business, or you never, thank you, Georgie. If you've never started a business, or you've never started whew, a side hustle, it's going to be hard because it's unknown. You don't know what to do. So, guess what? It's going to be hard because you don't know what the heck you're doing. And that's okay. That's totally okay. But the one reason that it's unknown, you've never done it before, you don't know if it's going to work. So the second reason why it's hard is your fear. You're scared because you don't know if it's going to work, because you don't know what to do, because you're not confident within yourself that it is going to work. You're scared. So just starting is hard. One thing that this is going to sound bad, but I am here to be authentically Crystal. It bothers me when people say, I don't know how to start, right? Because I'm like, if you thought out what this business idea is, what is your next best step? What is your next best step? So I don't want to hear you say, I don't know how to start. I want you to say, I'm figuring out my next steps. Because I don't know how to start fuels our fear, right? It fuels our fear of like, oh, since I don't know how to start, I'm not going to do anything. So I would encourage you to reframe and say, instead of saying, I don't know how to start, I am working on my next steps. So fear will hold you back. The unknown will hold you back from starting. Money. Put a number one in the chat if you feel like you need money to start a business, like a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, I mean you need more than $500 to start a business. Put a number one in the chat if you feel like you need more than $500 to start a business. If you don't have $3,000 to start, you need inventory, you need a website, you need emails, you need somebody to do your social media. If you feel like you need all the damn things to start a business, money holds you back. Money holds you back. I'm here to tell you, you do not need a lot of money. There, you can literally start a side hustle for less than $100. You can start a side hustle. You can start a business for less than $100. You don't need to put out a lot of money. I have helped clients go from idea to creation, and you did not have to spend with me. I can help you start a side hustle for like less than $100, depending on the type of side hustle that you want. Brandy said, I recently brought a drugstore pallet, and made a Facebook resale page. I want to have a resale store, but this is how I'm starting out. I want to help vendors by hosting events. Yes, I'm scared. Me setting the prices overwhelmed me when I was trying. One, that's amazing. Yes, you can start before you're ready. You can start before you're ready, and you do not need thousands of dollars to start. So, next week, I am hosting a free webinar. It's called Create Your Side Hustle. And I'm going to share with you my side hustle story. I started my YouTube channel with $0 and 0 cents, and I was able to make money from it. I did not invest any money into my YouTube channel, more than $150 ish, until I started making money from it. I started with $0 and 0 cents, and I was able to start making hundreds of dollars from the side hustle. If I needed to start over today, I could create a new business today that could cost me less than $100 to get started. I had people who were in my side hustle society program, and outside of them paying for coaching, so like investing in coaching, not actually paying for things for their business, they pay for their coaching, but they started their side hustles for less than $100. Like the tools and resources they needed, they did not spend a lot of money. They spent their money on coaching to learn from me. Now they have the systems, they have the skills, they have the process. Now they can make money continuously. So come to this Create Your Side Hustle webinar. It's February 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's free. I'm going to share with you the number one reason you haven't started your side hustle, my side hustle story, how I turned my side hustle from a side hustle to a multiple six-figure business. And I'm going to share with you some tips for how you can start your side hustle. And then most importantly, I'm sharing details with you of how we can work together in my 12-month group coaching program, the Side Hustle Society, so that you can take your side hustle from idea to a business and make consistent money. The investments in the coaching. So when I say you can start your side hustle for little to no money, I mean the actual business you're creating, but you will invest in your coaching. Okay, you will invest in your coaching, but the actual act of creating the side hustle will not cost you a lot at all. So thinking that you need a lot of money will hold you back. That's why it's start before you're ready. How can you start with free items? One thing I teach my product-based businesses all the time is pre-orders, pre-orders, pre-orders. Don't stress yourself out about having thousands of pieces of inventory. Pre-orders. So money can be one of the reasons why starting a side hustle may seem hard, because you're like, if I don't have a lot of money, I can't start. If I don't have a couple thousand, I can't start. If I can't buy a bunch of inventory, I can't start. Okay? That is not true. That is not true. Starting can be hard because you're listening to the wrong people. If you want to start something and nobody around you in your immediate circle has done that before, they're not going to understand your vision. So you may get negative comments. Your family may not support you. Your spouse may not support you. Your friends may not support you. Your siblings may not support you. Not everyone can see your vision. So if you are listening to negative Nancy's that are saying you can't do this, you won't do this, it won't work, you're going to start to believe that and take on that energy. So you've got to be around people who are encouraging. People that are like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. How can I support you? How can I help you? How can I encourage you? And I forgot to say how you can sign up for the webinar. The link's in my bio, or you can go to my website, krysthemaximizer.com, and sign up for the webinar. It's totally free. But you've got to be around people who are going to be encouraging you. So have you seen the TikTok or heard the phrase that like, you can't share your dreams with everyone? Not everyone can see your vision. So sometimes you may not be able to share everything with your spouse or with your family, with your friends, with your parents, because they just can't understand. I'm going to give you an example. My family is super supportive. Since I was a child, even if my mother didn't understand something, if she had reservations, she would say, I don't think this is a good idea, but if you want to do it, I'll support you. And she knew that if I fell, scraped my knee, or went bust, she would be there. She wouldn't necessarily be, I knew it was a bad idea. Well, she would be like, well, what are you going to do now? Like, what's your next step? What's your next option? But my family has always been very supportive. So I haven't had that issue. The issue that I had is like, they can't see my vision all the time. Like, they are not in my mindset. I've done growth. I've changed. They're not there. So I have a biz bestie who is also a business owner. She's also a coach, a mentor, and she understands me at a different level. So I can share my big ideas, my crazy ideas with her. My sister, so emotionally intelligent, I can share everything with her, right? She can dig out the nitty gritty with me. But I don't always go nitty gritty with my mom. My mom will support me. So I'll tell her what I'm doing once the idea is developed. I help her with her ideas. Did I tell y'all my mom is going to be in a side hustle society because she has a business and I'm about to help her blow up? My mom is signing up and paying for my coaching in the side hustle society. Did I tell y'all that? So once my idea is done, I go to my mom, but she is going to support me no matter what. So you've got to learn who you can share your ideas with and who can help you go where you want to be. Being a part of my group coaching program, the Side Hustle Society, there's going to be tons of other women who are on the same journey that you can connect with, that will understand where you are and where you want to go, and that can encourage you. But if you are around people that don't understand, you will not start because they're like, oh, we won't work, hold you back. No, 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 no. Okay. One other reason why it may be hard to start, are you ready? You don't believe you can do it. You don't trust yourself. And that's okay because this is something new. This is something we never done before. This is something that is scary. Starting a business is scary. There's a lot of unknowns and you've never done it, so you don't know how to do it. And you don't trust yourself to do it, and that's okay. And that's why you get help. That's why you join a program, you buy a course, you get a coach, you get a mentor to help you. And you have to build that belief in yourself. Hey, Veronica, you have to build that belief in yourself. I have a sticky note on my computer that says, I'm effing amazing. And I spelled it out. I have another one that says, I'm amazing. I can be a coach. I am a millionaire. Ask, believe, receive. Serve, and it becomes easy. This is my 10K month. What do I have over here? I'll never be poor again. I use affirmations daily to build the belief in myself. And I look for evidence, right? I learned this from my coach. I look for positive evidence that supports that I can do something that I've never done before and excel. Okay. I never went to college. No one in my family had gone to college, but I went to college. I graduated in 4 years. I got my degree. It was hard. It wasn't easy. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I figured it out and I succeeded. I moved 900 miles away with no family and no job. It was hard. It was scary, but I knew I needed to get away. I survived, I thrived, and I'm back here in Florida. It was hard, it was scary, but I did it. I believed that I could figure it out. So when anything in business comes up, I'm like, if I've done those things, I moved away from my family by myself. I lived in Florida for a whole year by myself before I had someone else here with me. So you want to go and find evidence of you doing hard things, of you doing things that you've never done before, and how you survived in it. Everyone has an example of doing something for the first time. Use that as your evidence. And also look at other people around you. Look at other successful people who are at the level that you want to be at and listen to their stories. If they can do it, so can you. The only difference between you and them is that they believed in yourself. So you have to build that belief in yourself that you can do hard things. And even if you don't know what to do, you can figure it out. You are not doing rocket science, because if you're a rocket scientist, you are so book smart, you got it all together. And most of us are not starting life or death businesses where if we mess up, someone's going to glory. We're not doing that, right? You're selling something. Now, if you're cooking food or making beauty care products, you got to be careful because you don't want to be giving people allergic reactions and anaphylactic shock and stuff, right? But for the most part, the businesses that we are creating are not going to physically harm anyone. So it's okay if you make mistakes. It's okay if it's going to be messy because you can always fix it. You can always pivot. You can always change. So starting a side hustle will be hard. I am not here to sugarcoat that. I am here to help it be a little bit easier for you. I am here to help you understand what you are going to see and what's going to come up. Are you going to think bad thoughts sometimes? Yes. Is it going to look like this is not going to work sometimes? Yes. Is it going to look like you want to quit sometimes? Absolutely. Absolutely. But when your why is deeper than the money, you will get the results that you desire. I love my side hustle. I love my business. I love my clients. I love being able to help women. That fuels me more than the money. Am I here for the money? Hell yes, I'm here for the money. I'm not running um a charity. I'm running a business. I can give back in a lot of different ways. But yes, I'm here for the money. But I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. I'm here to educate. Okay? So starting a side hustle will be hard, but you get to choose your hard. You get to decide what that looks like. So if you are interested in starting your side hustle and you want to learn from me, come to my free webinar. It's happening next Tuesday. It's the Create Your Side Hustle webinar. Okay? I'm going to share with you the number one reason why you haven't started your side hustle. I'm going to share with you my side hustle story. I started Krys the Maximizer as a side hustle, and now it's a multiple six-figure business, which blows my mind. Okay. And I'm also going to share how you can start a side hustle. Okay. Without spending all your time and not needing boatloads of cash to get started. Okay. And I'm also going to share with you how we can work together in my program, the Side Hustle Society. Okay. It's a 12-month group coaching program where I'm going to help you take your side hustle idea from your brain and turn it into a business. So now I'm going to open the floor about questions around why starting your side hustle was hard. Oh, thank you, Shakira. Um, how long can you do your side hustle before you report it on the business platform? What business platform are you talking about? What business platform? If you are talking about like creating a LLC, I would say you got to make some money first before you start an LLC and get a business bank account. If you haven't made any money yet, this is me personally. If you haven't made money yet, I wouldn't register a business. Some people get the LLC, they register the business, they get the bank account, and then they have $0 and 0 cents to put in there. And then they decide, I don't like this business. And now they just spent, $200 registering a business that they don't like. I suggest you make at least $1,000 and then you register as your LLC. Your taxes are the same when you're starting out. Like I'm an LLC, so I file my taxes with my personal taxes. So whether it's Krys the Maximizer or Crystal, it all works the same. I file a separate form, a Schedule C, along with my personal taxes. Now, if I change to an S Corp or something else, then the taxes of Krys the Maximizer are independent from Crystal Sharp, if that makes sense. So I suggest you make $1,000 before you register a business because you may start this and 3 or 4 months may go by and you may not like it. You may make a little bit of money, but you may be like, this ain't it. So I don't suggest you run out because registered an LLC, you have an LLC, but you don't have a business because you haven't made money. Businesses make money, right? So I would encourage you to make money first, flush out your ideas, get everything out the way so that you can fully go into it like, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. Okay. This is it. This is what I want to do. All right. Make sense? Great question. But there's no like hard and fast rule. Once you make over $600, that's when you really have to like report your income. But I would suggest make $1,000 before you get a business, a LLC, or whatever you decide to register your business as. Okay. Any other questions? That was a great question. So make sure you go to krysthemaximizer.com, sign up for the free webinar. It's happening next Tuesday. Okay. Any other questions? I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. I am looking forward to chatting with you. I'm going to finish up the slides this weekend. I'm very excited. Very excited. Okay. Any questions? Oh, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. I used a different product, so I've been using different products. Any other questions? Any questions? This year, I want to start no more talking about it. Okay, come to the webinar and let's do this. I want to start a party favor side hustle, like custom shirts and buttons and things like that, but not sure how. So, how we're going to start is we're going to come to the webinar. We're going to come to the webinar. We're going to come to the Create Your Side Hustle webinar on Tuesday. Of course, you can come to the webinar, Georgie. You can go and sign up for the webinar. But we also have you scheduled to start in Side Hustle Society again in March. But yeah, you can definitely come to the webinar. So come to the webinar and I'm going to talk to you about working together. But the thing I want you all to understand is that you're going to have to invest in yourself to learn how to start. I'm just being honest with you. I am going to be selling you my coaching program to help you learn how to start. You want the support. You need the support. You need the accountability, and it's time to invest in yourself. When you pay attention. So the Side Hustle Society is $1,997, or you can break it up into 12 payments of $199. So to work with me for a full year, it's going to be $199 a month, $199 a month. When you pay attention. When you are paying $199 a month, you're going to do your homework. You're going to get started. You're going to ask me questions. You're going to watch the replays. You're going to be in the Slack channel asking me this and that feedback and whatever. So if you really are serious about this, invest in yourself, and I'm going to hold your hand and help you get the results that you desire, which is to make money. I'm going to help you get the systems in place. I'm going to help you do it all to make money. So start to shift your mindset of like, if you're going to do this, do this. When I shifted my mindset and I invested $1,000 a month for 6 months, I was like, I never paid $1,000 for anything that wasn't rent, college tuition, and then the down payment on my first car was like, I think I put 2,000 down. I've never spent $1,000 on anything that wasn't a car, a house, or college. I was pooping my pants, but I knew that if I wanted to be a millionaire, why not learn from a millionaire? If you want to make 6 figures, why not learn from someone who's made 6 figures? So me investing that $1,000, 2 weeks later, I made 3,000 because I did what she said, right? I listened to the coach. I took what was for me, I made it my own, and I executed it. But you best believe I was on every coaching call. I watched every module. I asked every question. I did all the things because I was like, I need to get my $1,000 worth. I need to get my $1,000 worth. Okay. Okay. And since I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on coaching so that I can become a better coach, so that I can become a better CEO and business owner. So I really encourage you to shift your mind to be ready to invest in yourself so that you can get the results that you desire. Because free can only get you so far. YouTube can only get you so far. You cannot have a coaching relationship on YouTube. It's just, it doesn't work because we can't talk to each other. You can't ask your questions. Okay. I've been doing it for my family because I love making things. Okay. Let's do this. You can do it. Any other questions? Any other questions? Questions? If you are interested in details about the Side Hustle Society, I do have a wait list. If you are on the wait list or you come to the webinar, there will be some special bonuses when you sign up for the Side Hustle Society when the doors open. The doors to the Side Hustle Society are going to open after the webinar on February 28th. Okay? Any questions? Let me see. How long have I been on? Oh, 25 minutes. Oops, I didn't even click my pen. So I have to get up early tomorrow. So I'm about to finish my to-do list, wash my face and stuff. I do have to respond to my DMs. I'll do that. Do you have a side hustle list you can share with us? No, I don't do side hustle lists. I don't give you side hustle ideas. I'm going to help you create a side hustle based on what you like to do. So one of my superpowers is you can tell me what you like, what you enjoy, what you want to do, and I will help you figure out a side hustle from that. But I am not going to give you a list of things to pick from and tell you to pick one. That's not the way that I coach. We are going to pick a side hustle based on what you like to do, what you enjoy, how you want to spend your time, how you want to serve your audience. So there's not just a master list that I'm going to give you and tell you to pick. Absolutely not. We don't do that. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't do that. Any other questions? Trying to make sure I got everything in my phone. This is what I need. A portable charger. Okay, I don't see any other questions. I'm gonna go so I can get all of my stuff done and go to bed at a decent hour. You all have a good night. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. You may not see me until Sunday, not sure. I'll do my best. I'll be sending emails and I'll make sure to post some videos over the weekend. Make sure you go and sign up for the webinar. Go sign up for the webinar. And I will see you all in a couple of days. Have a good night. If you have more questions, you can DM me about the webinar. Otherwise, I'll answer your questions in the webinar. Okay? Good night.